Grand Rising. Uh-oh. Need to get a new stand, guys. This one's being wacky. Look, it's falling forward. It's funny. Grand Rising. I love you guys. Give me 1 second. Hello, hello. I love that no matter what time I pop on for these live readings, everybody comes to visit and listen. That's my favorite. I was thinking about this morning, like, that's something I desire. No matter when I post, no matter when I come live, that everybody sees it. And it always is received to a lot of people, and a lot of people join. Actually, I was thinking about the Kardashians. I was like, damn, even if they post in the middle of the night, or if they go live in the middle of the night, thousands of people will join them. That's what I desire. No matter when I post, no matter when I go live, for it to be like that all the time. All right. Let's get into, oh, let me cleanse these cards because I just used them for myself. I love the Kardashians. I'll be honest. I think they're fucking badass. And I don't care how they got their money, but they're badass fucking women. And their little sister is the only billionaire under 21, which is insane. And that's amazing. That's what happens. They rule. They rule. They said, I'm going to take shit over. And they were not playing. That's why I like them. Because when they said, I'm going to take shit over, they fucking took shit over. They don't fuck around. That's why I like them. People don't like them because they take shit over. Oh, there's some sage right here. That's what I'm manifesting. Maybe not in the same way from a sex tape, but taking shit over for sure. It is. It's my turn. All right. Do you really want to go outside right now? Okay, come on. Come on. Bye-bye. I love you. I see you later. He runs out so quick. Like, he don't have time for me. All right, let's do this. I call on the ancestors, the angels, the ascended masters of the highest truth, the highest character, in behalf of the collective rising conscious today, October 30th, 2018, the big magic picture message coming through for us. Collectively, the way in which to remain in the receiving mode, to continuously be open to change, and make the highest choices for our growth to align with our highest self. And what are we ready to receive today? What message are we ready to receive so that we can move forward in life? I gotta move some plants around today because these plants are not liking this window. All right. The King of Swords. We know the Swords cards talks about, I love you. We know the Swords card talks about the mental level of our consciousness, the way we think about things, the way our beliefs, our thoughts, our attitudes towards life. King of Swords came in upright. It's saying there's clear thinking, intellectual power, authority, and truth. It's talking about that courage, that really clear thinking, that judgment. It's like that discernment coming through for us. It's indicating leadership, of a judge, a lawyer, a military commander, those emotions, those type of leadership emotions, those like authoritative emotions, and keeping in check of things under battle, right? So let me just say to you how this energy right now, if you are extremely in tune with what is going on with the planets, this energy right now feels like fucking battle. So it's you taking charge and owning this energy while we're in battle with all the planets. So we have that Venus retrograde, it's ending soon. We're going into Mercury retrograde, which we know has to do with our communication. So it's saying adopting this very stern role in your own life, knowing how to move through this energy, right? Even if it is chaotic, even if there's a lot. Some people desensitize themselves to the collective conscious and they don't feel what is actually taking place. But when you actually feel it, it's like the opportunity to work with it. And when you work with it, then you're able to grow. Otherwise, it's stagnant energy in the same circle. So it's saying use your intellect, use your logic, use your intuition to navigate yourself through the path ahead. Also, be logical about it. And when that means logical, it means if there's something going on with the planets, work with the energy. Don't pretend like it's not taking place. If there's something going on in your life, work with the energy. Don't pretend like it's not taking place. It's saying sometimes if this represents a spiritual advisor, an attorney, a solicitor, a financial advisor, a tax consultant, and it's bringing up that research advice, connecting to somebody who has that deep advice in some area. This man is also of the highest ethical standards. It is impossible to corrupt him because he is so solid and stable in his own strength of who he is. Remember, like I said, for those of us who can literally feel everything that takes place and we don't shut it out, you have to work with this time, right? You gotta work now with this time. You gotta work with this energy. You gotta work with what the planets are bringing, because when you work with what the planets are bringing you, you are literally changing. You are morphing your blueprint even more. Now, if you disregard what the planets are giving you, then you're disregarding what is trying to be morphed in your own life, and it will come up in another space. All right. The Two of Cups. I think this came in for somebody yesterday when I was doing a reading. The Two of Cups is talking about breakup, disharmony, distrust, self-love. So it's about connecting to, it's saying that we need to reconnect to the way in which we approach self-love. It needs to be fully acceptance. It needs to be full appreciation and deeply respect for every version of ourselves. This is one thing that I, even myself, struggle with, is being accepting for every version of ourselves. Even the version that's like bitchy, even the version that's down, the version that's this, the version that's that, every version that's not the highest self. People need to learn to accept it, because what we're doing is we're holding attachment to the highest self. People get attached to being up here. They're like, oh, I only want to be up here. I have to do everything to be up here. But if you're constantly up here, what are you learning? Yes, we can exist. Of course, everybody wants to exist at the highest level of existence, right? Everybody wants to wake up grateful every day. Everybody wants to wake up happy every day. Everybody wants to wake up with more money every day. Everybody wants to wake up. But what about all the other times that come through? What about the times that we're not feeling like that? What about loving that part of ourselves too? Because that's also teaching ourselves that. What about thinking about it exactly the way we think about when we're in our highest level of existence? What about the times where shit is really fucked up, but still loving every minute of it and finding that joy in that space because it also has something for you? This is really about this self-acceptance and self-love, especially with this Venus retrograde. A lot of people get mad at themselves when they're in like a different space. They're like, oh, this space is horrible. I don't want to be here, blah, blah, blah. But what are you learning there? What can you take with you? What can you share with others? If you're always high up here, what the fuck fuck are you gonna learn? You're not gonna learn anything. You have to enjoy every part of your existence, even the most difficult. The most difficult should be the most enjoyable. You know why? Because you're learning the most things about your life. Just like these really heavy times with these retrogrades. How much shit did you learn about yourself right now? And if you tell me you didn't learn anything, that you're not paying attention to what is actually going on, you're disregarding everything that's going on around you. When you disregard these thoughts, these things that are coming through, when you disregard the anger or everything, you're not actually learning shit. You're just pushing it aside. There is actually this thing called, and I have witnessed this so many times. It's called I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a psychosis of positivity where people get so obsessed with being positive that they forget there's anything else in life, so that when something bad does happen, they're not able to handle it and they crumble. So you have to be able to see the positivity in all areas of life, right? It's not even about positivity. It's seeing things through the Christ consciousness, knowing that no matter what level you are in, that you are still working through something, that you're still successful, that you're still strong, that you're still the best version of you. You're just dealing with things in a different light. And that's what it's about. These people who run around that are positive all the time and disregard everything else don't want to be around negative people because they don't want them to affect I'm just going to leave it like that because it keeps doing that. They don't want them to affect them. Guess what? You're not even taking care of yourself. Let me call you out right now. Those of you who always run from the negativity and think because you only want to be positive, you're not actually doing shit. You're really not doing anything for yourself because you're isolating yourself. You're not actually gaining strength. You're just hiding from everything. There's a whole fucking world out here, people. You can't hide from that shit. You got to learn how to stay strong in who you are. It's called emotional maturity. If you're not emotional mature, what are you even doing at home? Are you even doing the work necessary for you? No, because every time you step out of your house, you're not actually taking care of anything. You'd rather run around your house and be happy, but then when you go out there, you can't even handle it. What kind of work is that? That's not nothing. You didn't do shit. You just learned how to make yourself positive only in one spot. What about the other spots in your fucking life? All right. What is the message that we're ready to receive today? Perfect motherfucking timing. It is the Seven of Pentacles. And we know that the Pentacles is like this primal, this physical, this mirror of our life, right? And this is talking about hard work. It's saying the work that needs to be put in. This is bringing up this card, reapproaching the way we look at self-love. Things are not always rainbows and fucking sunshine. People, quit with that fucking shit. God damn it. I know, I've been there. I thought shit was rainbows and sunshines one time too, all the time. Then I realized I couldn't even go to Walmart because everybody isn't rainbows and sunshine. And I didn't know how to stand my ground in my emotional space and shield myself and be strong in who I was without letting people affect me. And so I would run home all the time and I wouldn't leave and I would stay here and I'd be like, I can't be around those people. They're too negative. Well, I'm strong enough to be around anybody. Nobody's going to pull me out any vibe. You get what I'm saying? That's what this is saying. It's saying, actually, it's time for you to put in the real hard work. Not just waking up and making yourself positive. It's waking up and making yourself strong. It's waking up and making yourself emotional stable. It's waking up and knowing that no matter where the fuck you go, you are going to be in your joy no matter how negative people are, because you are that strong and your shield is that strong that nothing is going to permeate in it. You could literally go stand in the middle of a damn funeral and you're going to be smiling while everybody else is crying, because you understand that death is a something that is not actually sad. It's actually a rebirth. So part of this is learning how to stand emotionally stable in who you are. Do the work. Do the real work, not the work that's just going to make you happy all the time, not the work that's just going to make you this all the time. Positivity and negativity, it is false. It is like, what is that called? It's almost as illusional as this world. It's like an illusion, just as is human life. Positive, negative. Really, yes, things vibrate at a positive, negative frequency, but remember what Christ consciousness says. Christ consciousness says this: Everything is everything. There is no wrong or right? It's how are you able to stay stable and solid in who you are? What does your foundation look like right now? If your foundation looks like I can only deal with positive things, you have a lot of fucking work to do right now. Because if you can only stand stable and solid when things are good, then you have to be working on everything else. Now, yes, I'm proud of you for being able to make yourself happy in the moment, but are you able to do that when anything comes through your life, when shit starts falling apart? Are you able to accept it with a smile and a hug? Are you able to allow the devil to step into your life and be like, yo, I'm about to destroy some shit for you. And you're like, all right, cool, because I know whatever you destroy, I'm about to make even stronger when you're done. Are you able to do that? Ask yourself that. If you're not able to do that, you need to check yourself. Oh, and it flipped. The world card, and it came in reverse. So let's check that out. That's where the real work is done, people. The real work is done. Hell yeah, you know what, Elaine? I just thought that same shit. I was like, damn, every fucking day that I read these cards, I connect even deeper, and the message is even stronger and more crystal clear than the day before. And for that, I couldn't be more grateful. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune card has Legba in the middle. Probably is Legba. Okay, bad luck, resistant to change, breaking cycles. Couldn't be any more clear. Exactly everything that we just talked about. It's saying the reason why people don't know how to deal with these things. They need to stop resisting the change. It's saying your luck and fortune may take the turn for the worse because you are not able to handle the things that are presenting themselves in your life. Be able to handle yourself with everything that comes through. If you're not able to handle this, and this, then you're not actually doing the real work. Like, for example, when all this shit happened with my dad, my stepmom said, "You're so positive." I said, "No, I just see things for what they are." Yes, this is a painful time. Of course, I don't want to see my dad sit behind bars because of shit that happened. But I know that it's only going to make our family stronger. Everybody's getting along. My mom is talking to my stepmom. Like, it's bringing some good into our life. Everything brings good, but you have to see it that way. The aesthetic eye. Today I pulled the High Priestess card. I am the High Priestess. I literally was elected the High Priestess for my family, for my generation. I don't know what, but I am. And I'm so grateful to be that High Priestess role all of the time and be able to take this energy and transform it into what it is supposed to be seen as. That aesthetic eye. You have to step into your High Priestess role and see things through that aesthetic eye. See death for the beauty. See pain for the beauty. See it all with beauty. It's like going to a cemetery and seeing that. It's like a sexy photo shoot in a cemetery. You get what I'm saying? It's like seeing everything for what it is. Seeing the beauty in it all. This is saying this. Hey, if you're resisting change, guess what? It's going to be forced upon you. And if you're still resisting it, you're going to be in some really uncomfortable situations in your life because you're not listening and you're not seeing things for what they are. You only want to see the good in life. Stop only looking for the good. There is no good or bad. Look at it all the way that it needs to be seen, through the eye of the Christ consciousness, through the eye of source energy. See it for what it is fucking here for. Everybody talking about this new world order. In order for things to be done in a new world order, you have to see it for what it is. When there is negative entities, you have to shield yourself. You have to be strong. You have to know how to stand solid in who you are. I used to think, oh, there's no such thing as negative entities. They're only existent when you think that they're existent. No, there is everything. There is everything here. Everything fucking exists in every single level of existence. Now, if you're one of those who wants to run from them, cool, you can run from them, but they're going to come for you in some way or another. Now, if you're one of those that knows how to literally be a warrior and in the name of love, in the name of the divine, and able to fight these demons with the highest love possible, guess what? You're going to make it through, and you're going to make it even stronger, and you're going to be standing at the top of that mountain with your fucking warrior's staff and your cup overflowing because you did what was necessary without hurting others. All right, let me go back and read all these comments. I need to get to the gym, guys. I'm getting something done today, so I'm excited about my appointment. Wow, there's a lot of comments today. Okay. Yes, the heartbreak and pain is overbearing sometime, but are you going to let it break you down? That's the question. Are you going to let it make you sit down there and cry? Are you going to be sitting in the middle of your fucking living room crying because there's so much heartbreak and pain? Or are you going to get up and do something about it? I had an app. I don't really like it to figure out what the planets. I kind of just listen to other, I like Bahati Life. She's very informative. There's some people on Twitter that I follow that are very informative. So I kind of just read. I'm really learning more about the planets so that I can also put more of the planets, the alignment with the planets and the energy of the planets into my work. But I'm just learning about it. Let me tell you why people are hard on themselves, because we live in an age of social media, which I love social media. Hello, it's brought me to you. It's brought me my financial freedom. My business has grown. Like, I love social media so fucking much, and I'm so grateful for it. But there is a side of social media that people only show that, and I saw this, like, people only show that positive side, and that's what they choose to show. That's awesome, right? I love that people get the choice to show what they want to choose to show, but it's also, you have to remember from your side that those people have to deal with things also, that they are going through things also, that just because they only show the positive side doesn't mean that they're not ever going through things. You have to remember as the viewer that people do go through things, and that you're going to go through things, and that people just choose to go through their things off of camera. It doesn't mean they don't go through them. It means that they are just not going through them while showing you. Yes, exactly. About loving your children through everything. Yes, you definitely are carving out new foundation, especially with everything that's going on. Someone told my car last night, and these messages are so strong. Yes. You can't bitch about the car. You got to just take the next steps. Yes. And I'm not telling you to disregard your feelings. Of course, you can process your feelings and sit there. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to punch it, punch it. If you need to go break a glass outside, do it. But what I'm telling you is, don't let those emotions get the best of you. You feel those emotions for what they are, and then move on. Yes, exactly. Allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. Understand why, take it with you, and then learn and move on. It is easy to be positive when you hide from the negative. Believe me, I did it. I went through all of these different phases of life in order to get where I am right now. First, I was obsessed with the darkness, and I hid in the shadows. I did all the work in the shadows. I would purposely astral project myself to the shadows so that I could work with them even clearer. And then I realized, this is horrible. And then I went to this positive side where I didn't see anything negative. And I was like, I don't want to watch the news. I don't do this. I don't do that. I could do whatever the fuck I want. It's not going to bother me anymore. You know what I mean? There is a space. I mean, I choose not to watch the news because it's just, like, who wants to sit there and watch that shit all the time? You know what I mean? But I don't allow shit to pull me out of who I am. I'm very stable and solid in whom I am. My foundation, I'm emotionally strong. And you're not going to, just because over here is happening doesn't mean it's going to bother me. Shit happens. This is fucking life, people. You can't pretend like, you can't disregard shit. So, okay, this is a great question. What would you say the difference between someone who is toxic in your life and someone who is negative all the time? Where is the line to draw? Okay, toxic in your life is somebody who is purposely trying to diminish you, purposely trying to put you down. You know, those people are like, you suck, like that person is toxic. Now, somebody who's just negative is they're always dealing with their shit. They never want to deal with their shit. They're always just complaining about life, but they're not purposely trying to put you down. They just don't see that they're in this repeated cycle of, oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate that. Oh, my life sucks. Oh, that's more of like a negative mindset. Now, toxic people are like, you suck. I know you're not going to do good. Blah, 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 blah. You're going to fail. You'll never be good at this. That's somebody who's toxic, where you're like, you're the last fucking person I need to be spending my time with. Now, somebody who's negative, you just be like, you just shield it. You're like, yeah, that person's being whatever it is over there, but it's not bothering me. You know what I mean? Thanks, Charles. I love you. Oh, I'm so grateful that you could resonate with what I share. Yeah, I mean, I hide too. Sometimes we need to. Sometimes in a space of vulnerability where we're rebuilding things, we do have to hide. We have to hermit and make ourselves even stronger, because we know when we go do certain things. So there's a difference, okay? There's a difference between going hermit because you know you're working through things, and there's a difference between staying hermit because you just are ignoring everything that's going on in life. Now, I have done both. I go hermit when I know I'm working through things and I'm like, okay, I just really need to take this time for myself. And when I feel ready, I will step out. And then I went hermit because I didn't want to see anything negative. So you have to be able to see what space of hermit you're in and make a decision. Oh, am I just being hermit because I don't want to have to see the things that are actually taking place in life? Or am I being hermit because I know I'm working on some things for myself and I really just want to be with myself at this time? Look, I am so sick of people who act perfect and positive all the time too. But guess what? So you only are remember what on social media, you're only seeing what they share with you. So judging somebody for what they share with you on social media is false judgment. It's not even discernment. It's not even good judgment. It's just being judgmental as a motherfucker, because you don't know what they're going through. You only see 5% of their life. So if they're only sharing positive things with you, then it's because that's what they choose to share. They're not sharing with you the things that they're going through. It doesn't mean that they don't go through shit. So remember that. Don't say you're just sick of people that are perfect and positive. Those people probably go through a ton of shit. They just don't want to share it because it's their choice and it's their social media. They don't want to do that. So don't be mad at them for that. You can do the same thing. Now, if you choose to share your struggles, cool, that's on you. Maybe more people relate to you, but some people don't want to share that. Some people would rather deal with that behind the scenes, and that's okay. So please don't make judgment on just because what people share on social media. You know, that even people share in life. I saw this thing that you really only know you only really actually know about 5 people in your life, even less than that. So besides that, don't judge people for what they share with you, because they're only going to share with you what they choose to. Yes, emotional stability is what everybody needs. People are afraid of hearing what actually is taking place out in life because they only want to think that things are always rainbows and sunshines. Mother Nature goes to dark seasons for a reason. There is fall and winter for a fucking reason. Yes. Put yourself in multiple environments with multiple energies and make yourself even stronger. The cemetery is beautiful. I think cemeteries are so beautiful. Third eye discernment. Amen. Yes, we cannot change the collective. We can change our individual in the way that we work with the collective. Now we can mold our own reality by molding our blueprint, but collectively there is going to be things that take place and they're going to have an effect on our individual existence. Now, the way you mold it is the way that you work with it. It's called alchemy. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful day. Guys, I have some awesome giveaways coming up. With Amethyst Sky, Cass, and with another one coming on Monday. So keep a lookout for our giveaways. If our mothers are narcissists and verbally abusive when they don't get their own way, is that an entity attached to her? So it could be an entity attached, or it could be the fact that she's refusing to do her own work. But again, it's not your judgment to make. You could ask for some clarity on what it actually is. And if she maybe she had a hex put on her. We don't know, you know. So if that's the case, then you can try to reverse the hex, but it has to be her choice to do it. But I don't get involved with any hexes or reversing hexes unless it has to do with myself, which I'm pretty protected and reverse the curse in my own family by just doing the work. But yeah, you could just ask and say, what is it? And you'll get the answer. Yes, exactly. Hi, Mel. I love Amelia Ortiz. Man, I am good. I am manifesting doing a panel with her and going up to New York and doing some shit with her because I fucking love her. I love how real she is. I love how, I just love her. I love her. I love that she still kicks it. Her and her dude plays shows. I love that. You know what, Charles? Gary Vee says that. Gary Vee says, I love failing. I love failing because I know I'm always going to make it to the top after I fail. That's the same way, man. I love falling because I love being able to stand back up like, damn, I am the shit and I'm even stronger now. You know what I mean? You're welcome. That's so cute. A Lego. Leo is being a Lego. That is so fucking cute. Owen's going to be a ninja, but he lost his costume. So, I don't know. We'll have to go find a new one or whatever. Yes, sometimes you have to remove yourself from toxic people. Sometimes people just do not change. Let me remind you, there are people who choose to change and there are people who are going to repeat that cycle. Now you have an opportunity, whether it's family, friends, whatever, to either remove yourself because you're like, I am just so sick of hearing your shit and you don't take care of yourself and it's really fucking annoying. Or it's somebody where, like grandparents, like my grandpa, he's not the positive person always, but I love him so much. So I just, it's like, it's not you have to spend every single day with that person. But if it's a friend where you're like, you just complain way too much and I am so fucking sick of it, I gotta cut myself out of this relationship. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to make that judgment for yourself. Look, I cannot stand when people complain. I'm complaining about people complaining right now. Quit fucking complaining and do some shit. Yes, I share positive vibes because when I'm low on social media to uplift myself. Exactly. Social media is like a vision board. This is why I share both, a lot, but I share mostly the positive side because I want people to, if they're having a bad day, I want them to come to my page and be like, oh, I learned something. Oh, you uplifted me. Oh, I'm uplifted to the space where now I can work with my shit. You know what I mean? That's what I want when people come. I want to be that person who uplifts everybody in every aspect. I want them to know that even if you're in a low space, guess what? You're going to learn something there. Even if you're here, you're going to learn something there. So mine is like, I just want people to constantly be evolving and learning and shifting and shaping when they come to my page. in the highest way possible. I love Wrinkle in Time. Think of how low vibration would be if we listen to negative shit all the time. Okay, but yes, that is true. You would eventually be able to take that on. But emotional maturity is no matter how many times you listen to something negative, if your foundation is really, really strong and you can deal with that, you're going to be able to bounce that negativity off you no matter how often it comes. That's part of it. That is also like growing up in the hood and hearing all these things and being able to bounce it off and be that strong person and get out. You know, it's not about that if you heard it all the time. It's how strong is your field of existence? How strong is your mind? Now, if your mind isn't that strong, of course the negativity is going to permeate you. But you could listen to whatever negativity you want to for however long you want to, as long as you're strong, that you will not be affected by that. That is the point. Yes, when I'm going through a space of awakening, self-love is the most important thing. Yes, you can ask a question about the giveaway. Go right ahead. Yes, you can reverse curses. Yes, when you're going through spiritual awakening, sometimes you do have to go hermit for months, years. You know, it depends how long. Yes, Owen was a red ninja. I can't find his costume. That's so cute, a giant Lego. Yes. Exactly, that bubble. I actually have a bubble thing on my IG TV. I love magic mushrooms. I think they're super beneficial in many ways, both energetically, physically, mentally, and for fun. All right, guys, I'm going to go to the gym because I have an appointment at 1:30, and I'm really excited about this appointment. So I will check you all later. Thank you, everybody, for joining in every morning. We hit about 95 people this morning, I think, or 93 or something. So that was awesome. I love that. Every day it's getting better. Every day more people are waking up. Every day, we're all connecting even deeper to our truth. So thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to share this guidance with you. I thank the ancestors, the angels, the ascended masters of the highest truth, of the highest character, for coming down and allowing me to be a vessel of channeling of an oracle, a modern day oracle, the high priestess energy daily. Love you all.